What is up, guys? Top Bandit here, and as the title of the video, you do know what we're going to be talking about today, and that's how I got to Masters on console. Especially, we all know console is not as hard as PC. Well, I personally don't know because I don't play PC, but console, for me at least, it was a rough time trying to get to Masters. I know so many bronze players, silver players that are personally my friends that I have no one to play with that is in my rank, except for like one or two that I met solo queuing. So basically, to get to Masters or to climb in general, it always depends what you get first placed in. Like, I think I got placed in gold or silver even. But what helped me out is obviously playing with friends and finding out what role I played or what role I will be playing as in competitive. I found out first I played Mei. I know, toxic, but then I started finding myself in the DPS role. Now, I had a lot of fun playing DPS because who doesn't love killing people? But the problem is now in Overwatch that a lot of people like playing DPS, and not a lot of people are good at it. So I chose playing. Right now, as of now, currently, I am playing tank and DPS, and I am very good at both of those roles. But not a lot of people like. I've seen some players up in here in Masters who are boosted. So boosted is you pay someone to get you to the rank that they are today, and it's very toxic. I haven't run into a lot of people that are toxic, but trust me, every other game you'll get a toxic person that doesn't want to switch for the team. Overwatch is very fun, trust me, I love it, but the climb is very hard. And I'm gonna give you some tips on how to climb and what you need to know to climb. Okay, the first thing you need, it doesn't matter what game you're playing, but in Overwatch, especially in Overwatch, one thing that everyone in your team, or at least most of your team, needs to have is game sense. Game sense is super important. For example, let's say the enemy team has a Pharah and your team does not have a hit scan, meaning a soldier, McCree, Bastion even. Obviously, you need to switch to a soldier or a McCree or Bastion, because if you don't switch to a hit scan, that Pharah will destroy your team. Another example is if you do not have a healer, obviously switch to a healer. You cannot win a game without a healer unless, like, I don't know, you're lucky as hell and the other team's trash. But game sense is something you need to have. Another thing for climbing is make sure what role you're going to be playing as. You could always switch roles in every season, but you cannot go from healer to DPS mid-season unless, I don't know, you have natural talent or you're a prodigy. But for most players in Overwatch, you cannot do that. So let's say I'm playing Mercy. I'm a Mercy main, 40 hours of Mercy, have not played, Mercy one chick, have not played any other character unless maybe like Lucio for 20 minutes. You cannot just go to be playing Soldier 76 or even maybe tank. Actually, no, not even tank. You have to have practice. Practice makes perfect, and that's another tip you need to have. I recommend just playing a lot of quick play. Well, what helped me rank up is watching a bunch of videos and a bunch of other big stream YouTubers that play PC. Doesn't matter, you don't need to watch console. As long as you see what they're doing and know what they're doing, it'll help you in the long run. Another tip is queuing up with your friends. Because if you think about it, if you queue up with someone you don't know how they play or who they play. But if you queue up with somebody you trust, which is obviously a friend, you know how they play and who they play. I recommend playing somebody who knows how to play. At least, let's say you're playing with two other friends, make sure they both play a different role, or because if you all three play the same role, it's just gonna be kind of it's gonna be weird. Because let's say you all play tank, you can't run triple tank, and most likely the other people won't play healer, because that's how it just is in the game of Overwatch. People don't want to team switch or help the team. That's what I'm trying to say, but it's just better if you queue up with friends, trust me. You could ask anybody too if you want, but that is also another big tip. I mentioned it before, but probably one of the biggest tips in this video is team switching. Team switching is basically, no, there's no healers. That's the mainest one. No one ever wants to play healer, and if there is a healer, it's only one, which is a Mercy main. You can have a Mercy solo healing, but it's just so much better and puts less stress on the Mercy if you could have another healer. So let's say you have a Mercy solo healing. In this video I have a Mercy solo healing. It puts so much stress on the Mercy. You could always just get an Ana Or for example, it doesn't even matter what healer. Well, Symmetra's not a healer, but Lucio, Ana, Moira, you have so many options, and Moira is also a DPS player basically. So hey, if someone's saying, oh, I'm not gonna switch, be like, oh, if you like DPS, and play Moira, or just try to convince them. Most likely they won't want to switch, but please be a team player yourself. If you know how to play every role like I can, like, not trying to flex or nothing, but just switch. It really puts less stress on the Mercy or whoever's healing, and it puts less stress on the team. It makes it easier to win team fights and win the game in general. Hopefully you all learned something in this video and took it into consideration. Please team switch. That's honestly the main thing, honestly. I will put some YouTubers I watch in the description that help me get better personally, and also remember to queue up with friends. And yeah, that's basically all I gotta say, and practice makes perfect. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Top Bandit, and peace.